Okay, flywheel removed. Now I'm going to remove distribution chain parts, and I think I've got a very special engine. Oh, it's a later version. It's the youngest version of the gl500 version, because I'm seeing this, and this one is specially built for the later turbo ones. If it wants to come out, it looks shiny. This one is a very good one, also almost not used. This one is a later version and also used in the turbo versions, but I do see a problem. Look, a crack. Shame. No, I'm not going to use that. Shit. And here it's the first in many time I'm working on those engines that I've seen a complete crankcase cover plate that is not touched by the distribution chain. So that's very interesting. Yeah, I show you in a minute. Give me a second, please. This one is brand new. It's also hard. Normally the brake here or there, you pull it like that in your hand, or you press it in your hand, and then you can see the problem. This one is very lovely. The chain. I do know there is something wrong, because he is at the end of his tension, and I can see. I think they have changed those things, or the engine was at the end of his lifespan, but the distribution chain is fucked up. I can see also clearance like that, a white line on the outside. Okay, it's not 100% issue, but then I can feel those bridges here, those teeth are not lined anymore, are not the same, and sometimes they feel sticky, sharp, and this one is worn out. That is what I want to show you. This is the first in many years that I'm working on those engines that is not worn out. Normally all those plates are worn out, so I have to keep that plate. That's the first time in many years I find one. That's a good one. Those gears are never break up, they are always fine, but the rings sometimes forget them to install. Use them. This one is a good one. It's straight. I have them in stock, no problem. This spring, they always burn out because they make a failure with undoing the rear end cover of the engine, and then they pull those springs out of each other. They are now expensive, second hand. If they burn out, then I will take that spring, but this one is not going to use. I think I made, no, I didn't make a mistake, but there is that ring. I always keep them because a lot of people are losing them, and I do not know why, but you have 3 exactly those springs in your engine. 1 there, 2 here. So beware of that. This is the same plate as at your clutch, and there is a text on it outside. It's specially made. Now I can undo those pitting. Normally I have to say, in the automotive world, this one you can throw away. But look here, that's never touched. This is almost brand new. And there you have pitting. Yes, almost all engines has pitting, and they can run for a very long time. Remember, this one is going easily 35,000 kilometers and still do his job. How many kilometers do you drive in a year? In Holland, I think 3 years. So 10 years later, this one is maybe giving in? No, not really. It's not nice, I know, but this one is usable. Then the spring here, they can wear out, they will break. The ball bearing that's installed here can push out. That's a problem. There are 2 types available, but you do not know which type you have. There is only 1 type on the list, but I know there are 2 types available. They are exchangeable, it doesn't matter. This one is also good. Normally they are giving signs away of wear out on those edges and corners, and still that you can use them. This one is also good. It's almost not a run. It's a good one. There is the ball bearing, and they sometimes stuck, but this one is freely to run. And now you can push the whole thing in, and every time it goes a little bit out, it won't go back because the ball bearing is preventing that. It's like a trapezium inside. Yes, so push the ball bearing in, and that's how it works. Never ending story. So, oh yeah, I can show you that. I made a special tool for it. I think maybe 1 is bad, maybe, but we can figure it out. That's normal. This one I almost see no damage or wear out. This one is good. It's the hardened plate. There are 2 types available. The old types are 1 piece. Oh, this one is a nice one. And the new type are with harder plates. All engines the same, exchangeable, no problem at all. I always use those with those harsh plates, because they are a little bit better than the old ones, the early ones. They will worn out. This one has a line, don't worry about the line. But when you can feel a dent inside, or a dimple, or whatever you call it, you can see and you can feel an edged, worn out, a little bit shallow point of a crater or a fillet of whatever you call it, exact in the line, then you have to throw this away. Remember, there are 2 types available, left and right side, and when you need the right side, they are exchangeable on all engines. 500, 650, old, new, but use them as a right side or a left side. So the big cornering or the lob is inside towards, and also the springs are inside. Those parts I sell a lot because the old cx500 engines has problems with it. This one never break down. Throw them away. Now I'm going to remove the gearbox. And it should be very easy. The gear selector I have removed by hand, and the gear selector gets some help from a spring and a lever. Keep it in the right gear. When this not put inside, you can't good make a gear what you like. This one you need. When this is broke, never seen. When you have to forget to install it, this one will not work. You need the roller with the spring. You put this one in neutral or free drive, whatever you call it. Then you take a big hammer. I like hammers. And hit it. Listen to the sound. There it comes. And now I think you're going to hear some gears falling down. Don't worry. Whatever you do, it goes terrible wrong here. Why? I do not know. That's new. One of the axles is staying in the engine. So, that's a nice story for you. Now you have to go look. So, I have removed the gearbox. Yes. I made a mistake? No, it can happen to you. Please, don't worry. Be gentle. Give it some nice feeling touch. And talk to the gearbox. And see the places that is worn out. Lines. Figure out what is going wrong. I have an axle. Okay. And this one was falling down like that. So there's no gear selector on that one. Push it in place. The other one cannot be used because it's too far away. So you use the middle lane. And this gearbox is not ready at the moment because there are still parts falling down. And one of the cocks is hanging there, and look at those lines inside. You figure out that's not compatible with each other because now it is. Yes, put it in place, put the gear on top of it. You can see it's flat. That's a good sign. You can also see the lines of awareness there, and a big ring is installed there, and then you have got a really thick ring, and that's placed there. So this gearbox is complete, and normally there are no problems, and I can see this one has not suffered. So I'm going to put it in a plastic bag, put tape around it. The bearings, I will get the bearings out, I put them in place too. This one is sellable for somebody that needs a gearbox. So that one is a good one. So I'll be gentle with that gearbox. So thanks for watching. Oh, that bearing I will take out. The other one is a different story, but I'll tell you later. So I put this on the gearbox. And now it's time to eat. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.